Angela Bond, 54.
Kim Wessner, 79.
Amber Arthur, 47.
Brandon Wessner, 37.
Joanne Wessner, 79.
Jessica Wessner, 34.
Paul McCartney once said, "If slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone would be vegetarian." I'm going to tell you how animals are treated in slaughterhouses and factory farms, why animal protein is bad for your health, and how easy it is to leave meat off of your plate. So how are animals treated in factory farms and slaughterhouses? Piglets are killed by a method called lumping. That they are killed if they are deemed too small or if they are sick. This is an old-fashioned method and is a common and accepted practice. It is done by holding onto the pig's bottom leg and lifted over their head and slammed down onto the ground. They often aren't killed on the first attempt and have to be done multiple times. Pigs are bred so quickly that they are in constant pain. They are given hormones, which makes them grow at an unnatural rate, which puts a lot of stress on their legs. The farmers want the highest profit possible for each pig. This is done by giving them the hormones and breeding them so quickly. That way they can get the most meat off of each pig. They are supposed to be stunned by electric tongs, which is just a fancy word for stun gun. This is an unreliable method because the pigs are often still completely conscious when their throats are cut. Now we'll move on to cows. Cows that are made for milking are kept constantly pregnant. This is so that their milk supply is always kept up. The calves are taken almost immediately after birth away from their mothers. This causes the cows a lot of grief. Cows are often hooked up to milking machines, and this often leads to mastitis. Mastitis is an infection in the breast tissue. It often goes untreated because whenever the cows are given antibiotics to treat mastitis, their milk cannot be sold. Whenever the cows are taken from the factory farm and put onto the truck to go to the slaughterhouse, the trip is so bad that the cows are often dead on arrival. Now I'll talk a little bit about chickens. Chickens are bred so quickly that they often cannot stand under their own weight. The workers in factory farms often go unmonitored so that their work is very, very cruel. Investigators went in and recorded video of how cruel the animals were treated. Chickens' beaks are often cut with the searing hot blade. This is done without any painkillers and can leave the chickens in pain for up to 1 month. When the chickens are ready to be taken to the slaughterhouse, they're packed onto tight crates so that they are not able to move and they do not have any food or water. Now I will tell you about how meat is bad for your health. The Meat Eater's Guide by the Environmental Working Group clearly says that red and processed meats are bad for your health. They increase the risk for heart disease, cancer, obesity, and even diabetes. In 2009, the National Cancer Institute conducted a study of over 500,000 Americans. The study showed that people who ate the most red meats were 20% more likely to pass away from cancer and 27% more likely to pass away from heart disease. That is opposed to those people who ate less red meats. The hormones that are given to animals increase the risk for breast, prostate, and colon cancer in humans. According to New York Times Science Watch article, meat-eating societies have a higher cholesterol and higher blood pressure than those who survive mostly on plant-based diets. They conducted a study where vegetarians ate meat for 4 weeks. The vegetarians' cholesterol was raised 19% and their blood pressure was raised 3%. The Mayo Clinic says that processed meats such as bacon, jerky, and lunch meats can cause heart disease. They have a preservative in them called sodium nitrate. This can harden and narrow the arteries, which is what leads to the heart disease. They also can change the way your body processes sugar, which can lead to diabetes. Now that I've told you how poorly animals are treated, how eating meat is negative for your health, I'm going to tell you how easy it is to leave meat off your plate. A lot of people ask, how do vegetarians get their protein? The average woman is supposed to get 46 grams of protein a day, and the average man is supposed to get 56 grams according to WebMD. One hamburger has about 20 grams of protein. This is almost half of the average need for a woman, and that's only in one part of a meal. Eggs, milk, yogurt, nuts, tofu, and cheese are all high in protein. A Boca burger has 13 grams of protein in just one patty. Morningstar chicken nuggets, which are actually made out of soy, have 12 grams and only 4 nuggets, and I don't think most adults only eat 4 chicken nuggets. Another big question is the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan. A vegetarian doesn't eat animal proteins and meats. A vegan doesn't eat anything that comes from an animal. This includes all dairy products and eggs. So what kind of foods do vegetarians eat? I'm going to let you know about some yummy meat substitutes, such as Boca crumbles. They're like ground beef, and if you add a little bit of tomato paste and water, they taste better than the actual thing. The Morningstar chicken nuggets and patties, again, those are made out of soy, are very, very yummy. And tofu, a lot of people complain about the slimy and squishy texture of tofu, but when you stir fry it with rice, it often doesn't have that same texture and tastes just as good as chicken. Some meatless foods are salads. That is often overlooked, but can be very yummy and nutritious. Soup. You can eat vegetable broth with dumplings in it, which is super good. Beans and cornbread, without the ham, of course. That is an oldie but a goodie. So now you know that animals are treated poorly, meat is bad for your health, and some meat substitutes. I'm going to let you know what all of doing this, if you leave meat off your plate, can do. If you go vegetarian, you can save 34 land animals a year, 219 fish a year, and 151 shellfish a year. Don't stop now. Continue to educate yourself. If you go to PETA2.com or PETA.org, they have lots of ways to help, lots of yummy recipes and information about saving animals. If you text PETA2 to 73822, you'll get texts to your phone periodically that keep you up to date on animal protection laws. Animals are suffering every day. Meat can lead to diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. There are many tasty meatless options for even the pickiest eaters. Don't wait to take action. You will be healthier if you leave meat off your plate. You will save over 400 animals a year, and you will be happy knowing that you are not supporting animal cruelty. Thank you.